Hello, this is Lady Boulay, and I hope you're having a wonderful day. Thank you for your support. Thank you for subscribing to the channel. Thank you for your thumbs up, for your comments, and thank you for sharing the videos. Thank you for all you do to support the channel. And yes, we are commanded to love one another, whether we want to or not, or whether we agree with each other or not. And y'all, history really does come full circle. People can do things in the past. They can be horrific things that they do in the past. And they think those things will be forgotten. But somebody is going to remember it. Somebody wrote it down, and somebody remembered it, and somebody passed it on. So that many, many years later, you think you've lived that down, only for somebody to come back and say, this is what you really are. This is what you used to be, and this is what you probably are now. Now, what I'm speaking about is a county in Alabama called Cullman. Cullman is a county, but Cullman is also the county seat. It's a city in Cullman County. Cullman was a sundown town. And now it's trending for that reason. Now they want to live it down. Now they want to say, no, that's not what it is. No, that's not what it is. But that is what Cullman is known for in the state of Alabama by the black people who have lived in the state since the slavery days. Take a look at this.
There are all these videos about Cullman, Alabama being this beautiful, charming, hallmark Christmas town. However, if you live in Alabama, there is one thing you know for sure, and two things for certain, and that is Cullman, Alabama is a sundown town.
What's up, cousins? I am reporting live from Cullman, Alabama at the Christmas thing that everybody's making this big deal about. Me and one of my friends rode down because as the ambassador of the state of Alabama, I have to come out and check out everything. If there's controversy or anything going on, I have to report it back to the people. And I don't know about y'all, but I go anywhere comfortably. I go wherever I want to go. And I must say, this was a really nice place. I mean, the people were nice. I feel like they was a little bit extra nice, but they were nice. I mean, of course, go at your own discretion. But I think kids would love this. I wouldn't say it gave me Hallmark vibes. It was more so like Lifetime. But they pretty much got all the things you need out here. You can get your hot chocolate. They have food. It was a vibe. I gotta be honest. But then too, I love Christmas. So, anything Christmassy gonna always win me over. And I just want y'all to know I did make it out safe. I'm in the bed right now rubbing my feet together.
So here's a map of Alabama, and the red part shows Cullman County. That is in North Alabama. And Cullman County, the whole county, has been known as a sundown county. The black people who live in Cullman County live in a town called Colony. It is an African American town, about 94% now. It used to be 100%. Black Americans live in Colony. My dad used to work for the railroad, and they worked in Cullman County for quite some time. And when they were laying rails in Cullman, the city of Cullman, they worked during the day in Cullman, and then they had to live in Colony after dark. They had to go to Colony. My husband went to Alabama A&M for undergraduate school. Alabama A&M is in Huntsville. So from where we live, you have to go through Cullman to get to Huntsville. And before they laid Interstate 65, you had to go through the town of Cullman. And when he was a student at Alabama A&M, like in the 70s, one of his classmates was shot at a service station in Cullman. And they were advised not to stop in Cullman at night going to and from school. And when we go back up there now, I don't even like to stop in Cullman. But now they're trying to reinvent themselves for commercial reasons. Because if you don't get revenue from Walmart and Home Depot and Lowe's and all of these fast food chains, your town is going to dry up. You're going to lose your hospital. Your school funding is going to go down. And if no industry is coming into that town, your population is going to go down because people are going to move to where the jobs are. So now it's a necessity for them to try to become something that they've never been. And the state of Alabama had to learn that several years ago when the Mercedes plant, which Mercedes is manufactured in Germany, they were going to bring the plant to Alabama. Alabama was in the running for the Mercedes plant in Tuscaloosa County. And that was the time when the Confederate flag was still flying over the state capitol. And the Germans told them, we are not going to bring that plant to Tuscaloosa County or anywhere in Alabama as long as you have the flag of tyranny flying over that state. And they took that flag down, and nobody even talks about that flag anymore, because at the end of the day, it comes down to money. It comes down to the economy. Racism costs. It is very costly for you to have a history of being racist toward black people in the United States. It's just a fact. And now Cullman is getting a lot of backlash because now they think they can just move on into the future, calling themselves a hallmark town, when the people of Alabama still remember, oh, not so fast, buddy. You've been a sundown town. You started out as a sundown town, and now they're trying to become an inviting city. Come one, come all, spend your money, have a good time in Cullman, a beautiful city in North Alabama. And now they're trying to say, oh, we're not a sundown town. We're not a sundown town. Well, they might not be a sundown town now, but they definitely have been a sundown town in the past. And to this day, I don't like going to Cullman. Colony was established after slavery in 1873 in Cullman County. They did not even want colony in the county. And the only reason Colony became a part of Cullman County was because they put a coal mine there, and they wanted to get the revenue from the coal mine. So they incorporated it into Cullman County. But it is a place in Alabama that is known to be a sundown town. I have heard that Tuscaloosa was a sundown town. Tuscaloosa is also a county, and the city of Tuscaloosa is in Tuscaloosa County. There have always been black people that lived in the city of Tuscaloosa. But the University of Alabama was the jewel of Alabama, and to this day, it is highly revered in the state of Alabama. The University of Alabama is in the city of Tuscaloosa, and they were adamant that no black people were going to attend the University of Alabama. Remember, the governor of Alabama, Governor George Wallace, stood in the door of the registration building to keep black people from registering at the University of Alabama. So there are pockets of bigotry in all of these southern states. But as far as the city of Tuscaloosa, black people have always lived in the city of Tuscaloosa. Stillman College, which is an HBCU, is in the city of Tuscaloosa. But there are towns in Tuscaloosa County that were sundown towns or sundown areas where, you don't want to be caught after sundown in those areas. But it just goes to show that things that were done in the past, they think that they can live that stuff down, but people remember. So Cullman is now trying to reinvent itself as a welcoming and friendly town, but it's hard to outlive your past. And let us be clear, there is a lot of documentation of Cullman being a sundown town. Now, there are black people coming on the social media app, which was on TikTok. This is when it came up on TikTok. There are black people trying to refute it that, oh, I lived with a white family in Cullman and it was wonderful. Or, oh, my family is one of the 1% of black people that live in Cullman and I've never had a problem. These black people are sellouts, and these are black people who yearn for the proximity to white people. This is documented and has been documented from the 1800s. Cullman, Alabama has been a sundown town. Now, what it is now, I don't know, but a lot of people still remember it for what it was. And so all those old spirits are not gone. As my pastor used to say, when the devil is in somebody in a church, and that person dies, the devil does not leave the church. It just jumps into somebody else. So as far as Cullman is concerned, I don't believe all of those old hateful sentiments are gone. But anybody who wants to risk it, go right ahead and make a video about it so the rest of us can learn. Okay, y'all, thank you for listening. Give me a thumbs up and have a good evening.